Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Justin. Today on my CFMoto Z950, we're gonna be talking about whip lights.
Real bad. I've got a ton of gravel in my shoes, world on my shoulder, heart full of blues. I'm in the dirt, down in the dirt.
Now, mine are already installed, so we won't be necessarily doing a step-by-step how-to install video. I'm going to go over how I ran mine, the path that I ran, everything from the back to the front, how I hooked it up, if I have it on a switch or not, which ones they are, the different functions, etc. So first thing I'm going to have to do is get the rear cargo box off of there. Where I have the quick releases mounted for the whip lights, they won't fit where the box is. And here, I'll show you. Okay, so mine are mounted on these bottom holes of this piece that comes out. Now there is a hole up here as well, but I chose this one because this was more straight up and down. The other one is kind of at a slight angle. So this other one is at a slight angle, and I don't know what it'll look like. I guess we'll probably just hold them up and try to see and judge to see if we want to relocate it here or leave it down there, because these holes aren't big enough for these quick connect mounts, so they did have to be drilled out a little bit. It wasn't difficult, but I don't think I really had the right bits to kind of do that. So let's get this box off of here and I'll show you what I ran, how I ran it, the path that it took, what they look like, all that good stuff. Okay, so now that we have the box off, let me show you exactly how I ran these. Okay, so like I said, I mounted them both. I mounted the quick releases right here down, and there's holes right there, like I said, that I had to drill out. I have the male connector just zip tied right here, right behind the mount on this bar, and it just pops right up. They plug right in, super easy. If you're not using them, you have them off, you can just tuck them back down. Now, as far as the underneath, and I'll show you. Now, as far as underneath, so from here, so from their spot here, they run underneath the plastic for this rack. They run straight underneath here, and then they come out right here. I've got them zip tied, coming from either side so they don't go anywhere. And then from here, I literally have them fed up on the other side of this heat shield. So there they are. They come in right there. And they come straight over, and they just come down this roll bar. They follow all the other wiring, zip tied right there, and then it's run straight up underneath there, which if you pull the seat out, okay, so if you pull the seat out, there's a little spot right there. It's fed right up through this empty space back here behind the seat, and then ran. This is open back here, so you can get up underneath it there. I pulled it up along here, fed it up behind this bar, And then I fed it behind this wheel well, and then I just ran it straight up behind all of this and out and to the battery. Okay, so these are the whips that my wife got me. She got me these for my birthday last year. They are extremely durable. I mean, you can really bend these things. Hit my garage a little bit. When I pull the side-by-side in, I just drive right through it, whips them around for a second, but it's quite all right. Flags came with them. And really, I mean, I've had them on there quite a bit and drove really fast. They're a little frayed on the edges, but I mean, I hammer down in this thing, so I mean, they're keeping up pretty well. There's not a ton of functions on them, which is fine. I guess, I mean, there doesn't really need to be for me. That's why they run a little cheaper than, you know, 5150s or grandma whips or anything like that. Theirs are a little more involved and a little more high tech. That's fine. I don't need anything fancy. I just, I really dig the way that whips look on a lot of these. So I wanted a pair, and she was awesome and got me a pair. So let me show you how to put these on, how to connect them, what they look like on, and you can judge for yourself. Okay, obviously connecting them is super simple. It's just a quick connect like it would be for any kind of air hose attachment or anything that uses a quick release. And I mean, they lock into place really well. I say that, and then for whatever reason, I don't know if it's the cold, I'm not getting this thing pulled up all the way. This thing is not wanting to go on there, which is not an issue that I've ever had before. Okay, there we go. I think it's just from it being cold. Not exactly sure. That was weird. So anyway, it just plugs straight into this. There's only one way you can plug it in. There's a little notch that's out of it. Now, I do have this wired straight to my battery. These particular whips don't have any kind of Bluetooth function. So I don't necessarily have to worry about it drawing power even while it's off, because there's no Bluetooth function. Bluetooth will do that, which is I unplug my speaker every time I'm done riding, because that Bluetooth just stays active even though it's off, and it will drain the battery. So these, however, do not have a Bluetooth function, so they do not pull power while they're off, only while they're on. All right, so just that easy. We've got them both on and plugged in. These are actually, you can power these on and off with a remote. So that's what I use as kind of my on and off switch. Let's show you what they look like on. Okay, so it's definitely been a minute since I started this thing up, probably since the last time I started it in the video. Let's see how she does. It's been cold, and like I said, I haven't started it, so. Pretty good. Made me a little nervous at first. I probably should have primed that pump a couple times. But all right, she's on. Let me find the remote and I'll show you what they look like on. I actually fibbed. I do have these wired up to, not a switch, but just accessory power. I forgot that I switched it after I initially installed it. So I do have these running on accessory power. I turned this off. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the key on. Show you guys what these look like.
Whether it's true, all the things you said you couldn't do. Not in the mood for a failure. Always staring up high, hoping for a glimpse of the sky. This ain't no time to pretend. I'll feed your ego. Together we go.
Like I said, it's got different modes that you can choose. You can choose to slow it down or speed it up. You can change the tone of the colors. It'll do fades. It does a bunch of different, like, I don't know, 30 different settings or 20 some different settings, something like that. They're a great thing to have at night. Let me just show you real quick just how durable these things are. They are tight wound, which I do like. I don't like them when they're like super spaced out. But I mean, these things are great for the cost and what they are. I really enjoy these things. Now, if we were to shut this off real quick. Now, if I were to reposition these quick connects, so and if you want to take them off, I mean, it's just that easy. You can have them off in just a matter of seconds. But anyway, if I want to put the quick connect here, I mean, this is about the angle that they're going to stick out, which I guess isn't horrible, but I'd rather them not stick out like that. I definitely prefer them to go straight up and down like so. And if you want to put them back on, I mean, just that quick, they're on and off there. So these are great for night riding. With the box, I don't know what I'm going to do yet. If I'm going to find clamps to be able to mount them maybe out here straight up, or exactly what I'm going to do yet. If I don't have it figured out by the time I go on my first night ride, I'll probably just take these with me, and then when we go on the night ride, pull the box off and throw these on. They're great for visibility. Make sure you're, got all four wheels on the ground, and so people can follow along and just see where you're at. So, and there you have it, guys. LED whips on the Z950 Sport. I know I've seen a few people ask in the Facebook groups and stuff, so I just kind of wanted to go over this. I know you couldn't really see very well underneath. Just know if you follow the existing wiring, it's got to come up to the front somewhere. And that's always the best route to take. Just follow what's already there, zip tie to it, snip off the ends, and you're good to go. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you're not a subscriber yet, please consider hitting that subscribe button. A lot more videos, a lot more things coming your way. I appreciate all the new subscribers, all the likes, all the comments. I absolutely love you guys and cannot thank you enough for your support. You guys have a great weekend and see you in the next video.